We are Cactus Wrestling. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos.
Cactus Wrestling is now available on Spotify and Amazon. And don't forget to check us out on Etsy for all of your Cactus Wrestling apparel needs.
World Series? It's not there yet.
Yeah, but they're gonna win it.
The Mets are?
Yeah,
They have to make it there first.
they will.
Okay.
They're gonna win it too.
Hope so.
Yeah, you hear that, Jack? Mel is very confident.
Welcome back to Cactus Wrestling, the much awaited Michigan roster preview.
Highly anticipated. I know the
Yeah.
fans have been clamoring for this.
Oh yeah, this one took a while. There's two main reasons. Is one, um, being transfer U, we expected guys to come in at the last second and be like, "Oh, so and so is at Michigan," so we kind of want to wait a little bit.
Yep.
And two, the roster wasn't as good as I thought they were going to be.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, a lot of the transfers in that they had last year and that were all like seniors and they lost those. This squad, I honestly, I do not see them doing what they did last season.
no,
I would be shocked if they did.
yeah.
And extremely impressed if they were able to pull that off. Yes. So
Start at the bottom.
yeah, so starting at 125, they got these two guys here, Wurtanen, Tanafu. Honestly, I don't see.
I don't know if either of them would be a national qualifier.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I don't really foresee either one of them.
Yeah, I mean, so Wurtnan has a career record in college of 9-7, and granted, he went 2-3 as his redshirt freshman year, his redshirt season. 7-4 last season, and now he's a sophomore. So not a lot to go off of as far as great wins. So if that's their best guy, that's not.
That's not
Yeah.
really like even back when Michigan had like guys like Jack Medley on the bench. That would be an upgrade, I feel like, to what they got as an option this year.
I mean, I don't see Tanafau going. He's got a career record of 8-22.
If he is the guy, then Michigan's really in trouble.
Yeah, like this is not the powerhouse team that they have previously been.
No, not at all. So yeah, 25, Michigan could use some help.
Yeah.
33, I mean, they got the returning All-American Big Ten runner-up, Dylan Ragusin, who finally made his mark last season. I thought he was going to do it much earlier in his career, but well, I mean, after like his freshman year in freestyle, he was beating these guys and much, much better than him. So I thought maybe he was going to be an All-American like that first year, and no, and then not again until like last season. So, I'd say he's fairly likely to All-American. Like at very least, he'll be a national qualifier.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think he's a title contender. Like, I don't think he's going to be in the mix for that. But
I mean, he lost to Nasir Bailey 5-0 last year, and you have to assume Bailey's only gotten better. Being in college, that was his first year in college, and people can say, "Oh, cool, Ragusin got better too." Goes, dude, he's going into year 5.
Yeah.
And we've seen historically that they don't do great in that extra time.
Bailey's going to make a bigger jump than Ragusin.
Yeah, yes.
Like that's or even Crookham will make a bigger jump than Ragusin's jump. So I think Ragusin is going to be like somewhere between round of 12 to potentially more likely an All-American, but I feel like he'll probably be in at least the round of 12 range.
Yeah.
Lemley, I mean,
well, I would say if you're looking for more info on the 133 rankings, Cactus just dropped them. Check out the 133 ranking video, see where we have Ragusin, and see if you agree, disagree, and
no spoilers here on this video, but
yeah,
Ragusin, he is talked about there.
He is definitely mentioned.
So moving up to 141, we got Sergio Lemley, who, when he beat Real Woods, I really did think
I thought he was the guy.
He was like, all right, this is Michigan pulled the guy out of their ass on this one.
Yep.
Like a guy that was able to beat Real Woods, who the year before seemed pretty much untouchable until the national finals. I mean, obviously, Real didn't have as good a finish last year, but that seemed to be Lemley's only shining moment. Pretty not only, but like that was kind of like
That
his
was probably his peak of his season though. Because
yeah. Like I feel like
you
he
know,
beat him, and it didn't matter what he did for the rest of the season because of that.
yeah, I mean, you look at how he did at NCAA's, it goes cool, like lost to Brock Hardy. Okay, well, Brock Hardy's a great wrestler. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then he gets measured by Cale Happel, and it's like, okay, super short tournament for you, bud.
Yeah, I mean, Cal Happel did All American, but it's still. I would have thought Lemley was going to do better than he did.
Yes.
So I think he is very likely going to be NCAA qualifier again. Um,
I'm thinking round of 12.
yeah, round of 12, I think, is where he'll probably be. I'd be a little bit surprised if he managed to pull off the
Podium run.
if he made it there, but you know, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, and again, stay tuned for the 141 rankings, and we love having you guys check out one video, see in another, getting opinions, and thoughts are always good. So,
Yeah.
if we're right, we're right, and if we're wrong, let us know.
And yeah, moving on up to 149. You will not see either of these names in the 149 rankings. Spoiler. Um, Gilcher and Catrabone. I mean, Catrabone is currently listed as a red shirt, but maybe Gilcher isn't going to be
Yeah.
great of a guy for Michigan. I mean, Gilcher really doesn't have a ton going for him to go off of. He's 7-7 in his redshirt season. It's not like this is, I mean, maybe that was, he's just finding his feet and he's gonna break out having this Big Ten schedule and he'll be like, oh shoot, everybody's gonna know Gilcher's name. But like
Yeah.
preseason right now, I don't see it. Hopefully. I mean, being at a program like Michigan, you're training with guys that are of higher caliber. You got some good coaching staff. Like you got a lot of the key ingredients, but like on paper, what we're looking at, I'm not expecting a lot from Gilcher. But I mean, Mike can mention more about Catrabone because if he did manage to not redshirt, it seems like he could be a pretty solid freshman.
Yeah, I mean, so Cam Catcherbone, pretty good name as far as your recruit. I agree that he's probably going to redshirt. That being said, this is a guy that's a 6-time district champion, the first in his like state's history. Multiple time Super 32 All American, NHSCA champion. I mean, this guy's got a pretty good repertoire, and I wouldn't be surprised if he is a starter later in the season. Especially again based on Dylan Gilchard isn't exactly a world beater. His wins, he has some big wins over guys that are like ranked in the 50s, but anybody that's in the 30s, it kind of beat him up. So I don't think he's even looking at a national qualifier spot yet.
Yeah.
And Michigan might just say, hey, let's pull the plug and see how it goes with Cam. Or they'll say, look, like we're really not thinking team title this season. We're thinking down the line and we want to have Cam develop. So we're going to let him redshirt.
Yeah, maybe they are going to develop a bunch of guys. I mean, for being transfer U of old, they really are not much of. I mean, granted, they do have a good transfer. We'll get to that. But like they really didn't pull. I feel like Iowa's become the new transfer U.
Yes.
Because Iowa just keeps on taking all these freaking guys, and I mean they got the money to do it. So yeah, moving on up. This is another transfer.
Yeah.
This is the only other transfer that looks like that's going to be in the which is actually a surprising transfer because you wouldn't necessarily expect a guy to flip from Michigan
Yeah.
State to Michigan.
They say, oh, where are you going? Just across the street.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he must like Michigan as a state, not willing to leave. So good on you for that. But Chase Saldate, he's a multi-time national qualifier. He probably gave Levi Haynes the biggest scare of the season last season
Hmm.
and somehow managed to botch it.
It it baffles me that his best finish ever was as a round of 12. Because
Yeah.
I see Chase Saldate wrestle and I say, like, hey, he's got the All American potential.
Oh, he
You
really
know, why
does.
can't it? Why can't it get it done?
Maybe because
Um,
he's at Michigan State.
and that's exactly it. You know, maybe Michigan's just going to help him get over that little hump. But you know,
Maybe. I mean, he had a terrible showing last year. He lost to Will Lewan 4-3 in the first round, and then he lost to Trevor Chumbley 4-3 in the next round. So 0-2. Which probably led to him transferring.
and the best part is, like, he pinned Trevor Chumbley at the Big Tens.
Yeah, that's bad.
He pinned him in the first period at the Big Tens.
Yeah, that's really bad. Like, oh, you went from pinning a guy in the first period, like
2 weeks later, getting, losing to him.
at the Nationals, like, geez. Um, Clearly you didn't want to be there, I guess. So they got Soldado. I mean, I'm sure he'll be a minimum of a qualifier. Could he All American? I mean, potentially. 57 is not
Good.
particularly super
No.
deep this season. So I mean, maybe if he gets that juice from Michigan and shakes it loose.
I think we're looking at a guy that still goes around to 12. I
Yeah,
don't.
he probably won't. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
I think just knowing Chase's kind of history, um, I think that he's going to be around a 12 guy.
he'll do
Um,
something like beat Tyler Kasak in the duel and then
yeah,
not go 0-2 at NCAAs type of thing. Like
yep,
something like that will happen. Kind of like how he almost beat Levi and then
yeah, and then fell off.
uh so at 165, this is kind of a more exciting name to see into the lineup. Bo Mantanona making his debut here for
Hmm.
Michigan. This is one of their higher recruits.
Yeah, Bo's a great wrestler. Really good freestyle accolades. I think that his red shirt year could have been better. Um, it took losses to Mikey Caliendo, Bryce Hefner, um, Dean Hamady, Dalton Harkins from West Point,
Hmm,
Max Mayfield from Northwestern. But he still has a lot of potential. I mean, his biggest win was probably when he avenged his loss to Max Mayfield, or when he pinned Caleb Fish.
I mean, that's still a pretty solid win there too.
Yeah, and he did well. He won the Midlands Championship. He didn't actually. He let me take that back. He was a high placer at the Midlands Championship. He lost to Dean Hamady. That was his only loss. He took third.
Mm,
But the future is bright for him. He had a close match with Mikey Caliendo, but in fairness, a lot of Caliendo's matches are close.
true.
But this is probably the biggest name for Michigan this season.
Yeah, well, yeah, up and comer. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think he'll probably be an NCAA qualifier. Very likely. I don't know that he'll do more.
yeah. I I think in down the line he'll be an All American. I don't know if he's quite there yet though.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be, getting the feet wet. So,
Yep.
um, so I mean, yeah, he's not gonna do what Cam Amin usually does.
No.
Moving up to 174, we got, well, who do we got? We got Walker and Owens. Um, Honestly, I don't think either one of these guys is gonna be superstars.
No.
I mean, again, maybe Michigan's got these guys in the pipeline that are like they're making the strides and the gains, but this is no Shane Griffith.
No.
Like they're not gonna have a guy that, former national champ or, could be like a high All-American. Like these guys, I'd be surprised if they qualified for nationals.
Yeah, I think that the cards are kind of stacked against them. Um, Joseph Walker has had some good wins. He beat Denell Washington last season, who's an accomplished wrestler of his own right. But he's taking losses, and there's a reason that a lot of places don't have him ranked as a top guy.
Yeah.
I think he'll be. I think his upper limit is probably national qualifier. I don't see
Yeah.
him.
That's
You know,
at best. That's
yeah,
if
I don't
that.
see him. This is not someone I see going on a run. I don't see him as like a round of 16 guy. I think if he can qualify for nationals and even win a match there, that would be more than Michigan's expecting from him.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Moving on up, 184. We got Jaden Bullock back. Honestly, I watched him at Big Tens. He impressed me. I feel like he's definitely an All-American threat. I don't know that he's like a shoe-in for All-American, but I think he's an All-American threat. He's definitely, I feel like he's round of 12 material. Like he's good enough for that. Can he make it the leap over into All-American status? Maybe. I'd like to see it. I mean, for Michigan's sake, they would
Yeah.
definitely need it. Maybe having their transfer at 197 in as a workout partner will be beneficial.
That could be a big thing to help get him over the edge. I mean, he's had some interesting matches. He's neck and neck with Lenny Pinto, who we've considered a very good wrestler.
He's gained on that.
Yep, he's beaten guys like Ryder Rogotsky. Close match with Isaiah Salazar, but
That's the thing. He's like right on the cusp.
yeah, he's
not
right
like-
there. Like exactly.
So that's why I say like he's probably like around a 12er, like on the cusp of maybe All-Americaning, but I mean maybe he just needs to take a few more strides and he's there. But yeah, so he'll I think no chance he doesn't qualify for nationals.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that I'd say worst case scenario, he's around a 16.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think best case, he's a higher All American. I'm thinking like 8, maybe 7. Kind of just sneaks in there.
Right. Yeah, I think that's I mean, probably like 6th place would probably be the best I'd give him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then moving up, they got their big name transfer, Jacob Cardenas from Cornell. Woo! Who has his goal of being a national champ. Will he do it here at Michigan? Probably not. I doubt it. Not that 197 is like super, super deep, but I just don't see Cardenas being the guy that wins the whole show. I think he'll definitely repeat as an All-American though.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to 197 this year. The return of AJ Ferrari definitely gonna make things interesting.
Yep.
Looking forward to seeing a really great matchup between two transfers in the Big Tens of Stephen Buchanan for Iowa and Jacob Cardenas for Michigan. So
Those are
that'll
two
be
guys
great.
that normally wouldn't see each other.
Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't see each other typically till
Nationals type.
NCAAs.
Yeah.
And then with the addition of maybe like a Silas Allred, who's a great wrestler as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good names up there at 97.
Yeah. I think Josh Barr, and I know it's not a Penn State video, I think Josh Barr is going to be someone that makes noise. I don't think he's going to win.
Right.
I think he's going to be someone that like is a landmine for these guys to navigate through at the Big Tens.
Right. Right.
Because I think it'll be very interesting to see how the postseason goes. Again, with the addition of AJ Ferrari back in, is he gonna be the same AJ we saw a few years ago? Is he gonna be the guy that kind of had a close match with his former teammate? No, were they ever really teammates though? But what AJ are we gonna see? And is the Michigan room gonna make a difference for Cardenas? I'm almost surprised that he left, but I know Cornell eligibility is a little bit different, so that's why he left.
Well, he also graduated. And
Exactly, and then their eligibility because they're a prep school, not a prep school, they're an Ivy League.
Well, I think the COVID year is what helped him.
Yeah, but I don't think the Ivies got the COVID year.
Yeah, but no, because all athletes got an extra year of eligibility, so he's used 4, but he has 5 because of the COVID year.
Yes. Okay.
So I think that's the only reason that he's still around.
Yeah.
So, But yeah, huge get for Michigan. Honestly,
Top three,
he might be the best guy on the team.
top three guy for sure.
Like, I
Top
honestly
three at national. Yeah, I'd say
think
he's
he
there.
is the best guy on the team on
Yeah.
paper.
He should be the face of Michigan this year. As crazy as that sounds as a transfer,
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
and he's
Followed
probably
by
looking
Rag-
at
like,
Ragusin.
yeah, Ragason's the second best guy.
Um,
And
I'd
then
say Cardenas is
Emily and
a top three
Saldate?
guy. Saldate, you think?
No, actually, maybe Bullock. Probably Lemley and Bullock, then Saldate.
Yeah,
Those are their top 5 guys.
yeah.
All right, rounding it out at heavyweight, we got Jenkins or Nugent. Neither one of them.
Again, like a
Dude.
big drop off from where they were, with
Yeah,
Paris and Davison.
national champ, Hodge Trophy winner, then national runner up to
Yeah.
guy that might, hopefully, probably won't make it to NCAAs. Like, Michigan's really fallen off. Do you think this team is going to be a top 10 team?
Top 10?
You think they could pull it
Yeah,
off?
yeah. I think 10. I think that
You think they could get top 10 with this team?
I
Honestly,
think
I don't
that
even
well,
know. Like,
so
okay, so wait, if we do it like this, 125 is not making it. He's
no.
maybe AA. He's probably just qualifier. That's not making it. Qualifier, qualifier. He's not making it.
Well, I guess it comes to think like, well, who do you
Qualifier,
think is going to be?
AA, not making it.
I would say,
That's only 2
Penn State.
All-Americans and 4
But
qualifiers.
that's enough though, because Penn State scores so many points that second, third, fourth, like you could take fifth with 2 All-Americans.
No.
Well, not fifth, but like you know what I mean. Like it's
Come
enough.
on.
I
Iowa's going to outperform that. Iowa State's going to
Yeah.
outperform that.
So I
Cornell's
got
going to outperform that. NC State, Virginia Tech.
I don't know about VT. I would say, Penn State obviously, Iowa obviously, Oklahoma State probably, Cornell probably. NC State I feel like always drops the ball though.
They're always right around 10.
Ohio State should get it done.
Yeah,
Missouri should be in there.
I don't know that Michigan makes top 10. I feel like they're going to be like 12.
Okay.
12 to 15.
Whew, that would be a big fall off for them.
They've been top 5 for the past couple of years at least.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't see it. Like, I don't see the point production.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you have it.
That's been your
Michigan.
Michigan preview. Not as thrilling as some guys were probably hoping for.
Yeah, no, I know. I was hoping. I was like, oh yeah, we got Michigan. And looking through the lineup and researching these guys, and it's just like, ooh, they might be in some trouble.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys think anything differently, if you have any thoughts or comments, please leave them down below. We'd love to hear from you, and let us know if you agree with our assessment here of Michigan. Will they be a top 10 program, 10 top 15 program, or will they
Not.
not? Yeah, fall off.
Yeah.
And as always, thanks for watching Cactus Wrestling.
Thanks for watching. We are Cactus Wrestling, and we'll see you next time on our next video.